even know what London dry gin is?
According to sipsmith.com, London dry gin is simply a category of gin.
No, it's not helpful at all.
Sipsmith know what they're on about, alright? I do know a little bit. I do know that London dry gin is supposed to be down to its copper still that it uses. And it also has like a tea bag kind of element to it, where like you do add all the botanicals into it and you tea bag the gin.
As you're making it.
As you're making it, yeah. And so then London dry gin, and then you have Old Tom gin, which is like basically any distilled spirit. So you can have some drinks that are Old Toms, but what they won't call themselves an Old Tom gin, if that makes sense. It can be any distilled spirit.
Okay, spirit. That's quite cool. Because they say like Old Tom gin is like the grandfather of today's London dry gin.
Yeah, which is like just a distilled, clear, like alcoholic drink. That's what I weigh.
What's gin made out of?
Juniper berries.
Juniper.
Juniper.
Geneva is like the original gin, and so Geneva is Dutch gin, and in Dutch, Geneva is juniper. Bow.
Bar knowledge.
Pow. And then like Old Tom is like just, it doesn't have to have juniper. That's the difference. It doesn't have to have juniper. It can just be a distilled spirit. So then Old Tom gins tend to be a little bit more sweeter as well. And then that's when you get London dry gin, because it's using more like juniper, and it's a lot more drier. And again, the process, I'm assuming it takes a lot more of the sweetness elements out of it.
Yeah.
So why is vodka not an Old Tom?
I think that's where I think you can say that it classifies as almost as an Old Tom. Because Old Tom, again, is like what you're saying, is like, it's like a reference. Yeah, it's such a blanket term. Like, Alexa, what does Old Tom gin mean?
Oh, Alexa, what is Old Tom gin?
According to Wikipedia, Old Tom gin is a gin recipe popular in 18th century England. In modern times, it became rare but has experienced a resurgence in the craft cocktail movement. It is slightly sweeter than London Dry, but slightly drier than the Dutch Geneva, thus is sometimes called the missing link.
Ooh,
Did that answer your question?
Yeah, very nice.
A helpful
Thanks
woman.
for your feedback.
That's what she likes me.
That's quite cool, like the missing link.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
I think it's making a return, so it wasn't around for ages. And there's two companies that like just, I think maybe in the last like 10 years, just brought back like an Old Tom gin.
You can just use any fruit.
Yeah, you can use any botanical, not so much fruit.
Alexa, what's a botanical?
Anything that grows.
It's 7:46 p.m.
She does not listen to you.
Can you ask her?
Yeah. Alexa, what is a botanical?
Botanical is a noun meaning a drug made from part of a plant, as from roots, leaves, bark, or berries.
Anything that grows. Anything that grows.
Yeah, it's not really fruit. It has to be like kind of growing on a stem, like they said, like berries, leaves and stuff. Like you can't just put like a fucking satsuma and make gin.
Why not?
I don't know.
Pretty sure you can.
No, but it doesn't make it botanical. But you said it has to be botanicals. Like, is a satsuma botanical?
Maybe not in its end form, but before
Maybe
that.
it's not. Maybe it's not botanical. I gather as botanicals, like, because you look how on the sides of like the Bombay Sapphire gins, they've got like loads of different names, and I'm pretty sure they've got like a lemon. A lemon is a botanical. Like you make Tanqueray 10 using lemons, and that's a citrus, and that they would say one of the botanicals would be lemon.
But I guess it's kind of like the essence and the oil of it, as opposed to like not just like lemon juice squeezed in. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a bit more preserved. That brings us on nicely to the Queen's Gin. The Queen's Gin has 12 botanicals. She personally grows a lot of botanicals in her garden in Buckingham Palace. It's quite a rare thing, really. Like you don't, like I don't remember royals or anything bringing out a gin or a beer or anything like that.
They've never done this. It's her favourite drink. Like, so she used to drink Decombe or something like that. It's like a sweet wine-based aperitif that she used. Yeah, that's it. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's got something. It's got begins with a D anyway.
I don't. That's definitely not how you say it. But it's like Dubonnet or Dubonnet.
It's pretty Dubonnet.
Yeah, just making that up. Gin and Dubonnet.
Dubois.
Lizzie, if you're out there, can you just comment on this on here and just let us know what your drink is?
Yeah. The rumour has it that she has 4 drinks a day as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Queen has 4 drinks a day.
I mean, what else would you be doing if you were the Queen sitting around?
Yeah, I'd get pissed up.
Plus it's lockdown.
And it's
She's just like us.
She's in Forlo, bro.
and she drinks 2, I think it's like 2 parts gin to 1 part of that sweet aperitif, which is like pretty damn strong. It's not like a gin and tonic. And then rest of the royals, like Philip is like a big beer drinker, and then Charles is a big Scotch drinker.
Harry's a lager boy.
He's a big.
He's
a
straight
lager
up
boy.
Foster's out of can.
Warm Fosters.
Yeah.
That he doesn't own.
B&H
Somebody else's Foster's.
Yes, you B&H Gold.
Still got the plastic like rings, stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck to it. He's not even taking it off.
Oh, yeah, like flapping about.
In his face. So shall we try?
Is this treason?
I haven't tried this yet, and it's what's really interesting about this. It brought it out last year, and it sold out straight away. And even now, when you go on the website, because it's small batch, you can only buy 2 bottles at a time. So it's actually quite hard to come by. Yeah, let's give it a try.
So I've tried gin tasting once before, and gin tasting is that you more gin you drink, the more you forget how you do. So like your first one isn't good because you've done it for the first time. Your second one starts getting better, and then after 3 and 4 and 5, you just fucking forget about it and you just drink. But I will remember some of it here.
So what you're saying is you don't remember the end of the gin tasting?
So what's nice about this gin is one thing I do remember is that despite when you see loads of people when they pick up a gin or they pick up whatever, they smell like that really throws off your senses straight away. Like it's like a highly distilled spirit, so when you do that, you're throwing everything off. It's not quite like nice and rounded. But actually the better way to do it is just to drink it. And the best way to do it is you will take a little sip, you will then swish it in your mouth for about 12 to 15 seconds. First 5 seconds will be Listerine, and then like 5 to 15 seconds will be like nice like subtle flavours that you'll get, and then you'll drink it and then you'll get a nice covering of the tongue, and then you'll get a really nice mouthfeel, and you'll get some more flavours as it goes down. So
Do you do that thing where you breathe out your nose?
never done that. No, oh yes, yeah, once you've swallowed it down, you can kind of breathe through and you can get a little bit more.
You get like another level of the flavours coming through.
Yeah, so we'll
Just a quick one, you might try and engage this camera a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's
so to do gin tasting. Fucking negative. And then he's like, oh, by the way, do you want to do that again?
Yeah, good day, yeah.
Try fucking gin.
Oh, what's on this?
I didn't say this comes with ice yet.
the little one, because you're only little. Don't drink it objectively.
Oh wait, we have to do the swishy.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
So don't forget, like you're gonna have to just like bit and grare it, don't be a bitch. Like
Man up a little.
drink a little bit, swish it around, and then we'll have some water afterwards. It's gonna be nice.
I thought that about tingling wings.
Do you know what? I thought that was quite smooth. I thought that was really quite smooth. And it's really quite sweet as well, I think. No? Herbaceous, like a lot of gins, like very herbaceous, but like there's quite a nice sweet element to it. Like it.
Definitely a lot easier to drink than like sapphire and stuff like that. I think are a lot more spicier.
Yeah, and just when you drink alcohol alone, like apart from him like over exaggerating, like I think it's actually quite. I'm joking. Apart from him over exaggerating, like I think it was actually like quite nice.
Drinkable. Yeah.
Drinkable. That on ice.
Really nice
with
aftertaste.
Yeah.
That on ice with
Whatever that woman drinks.
Alexa, what is the Queen's favourite gin? Alexa, what is the Queen's favourite drink?
Here's something I found on the web. According to intresidential.com, if you want your beverage to match the Queen's royal recipe, her gin of choice is Gordon's London Dry Gin.
She mugged herself off there.
That brings me on to the next bit.
Drink some more gin.
Now let's try shit gin. Yeah, I quite like that. That was like quite nice. I think it wasn't the worst in the world. I think I've definitely tried worse gins. Which brings me on to a worse gin.
I really don't drink much gin, like ever. I just don't really like it. Especially not straight. I don't really drink any alcohol straight, ever.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
On that though.
So we've gone with the Queen's gin. We then want to see what it looks like compared to Bottom Shelf, I'd say, which is apparently one of her favourite gins. I wouldn't say so. Let's try it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. She's got shares in it.
Cheers, Lizzie.
Drink it, you pussy.
Drink that a little bit.
No, give him some. What are you doing? Pour it back in there.
Oh, I've got loads.
Pour it back in there. Stop him.
Drink that and drink this.
Look, there is actually a little bit.
What?
No,
A
so
little
drink
water?
that to make it no, because you made it worse, and then pour some of that in there.
Now you just got like gin and flavoured water.
It's a Monday night.
And it's like 2 sips of gin.
Just-
You're acting like you're gonna do that one. You just go.
Get back in.
Have you seen that video? It's like, oh, this pasta's nice. What has he got? Oh, I added some wine to it. Alright, cheers.
That's good. That's not been even cheers. Look.
Same again. Swoosh it. Hold it. Look into my eyes.
Hold your nose.
That's optional. Look into my eyes is optional.
Look into my eyes, not around the eyes. Look into the eyes. That is not as nice. I think it's a bit.
Right, so that aftertaste, that like kind of petrol aftertaste, like so I drink it, I feel like oil. like neutral oil where like I can't taste anything but I can just feel it.
Yeah.
It was like really kind of like quite viscous in my mouth. It felt horrible. Then I realised I'm like, wait, I still can't taste anything. That's not because it's tasteless. That's because it's like frying your tongue. And it's like, it's just made everything just go, you're not trying anything. And then the longer it went on, the more you realise it's just going back to that Listerine taste. So like, to put that in comparison with the both of like how quite in depth this was, like we didn't even go into flavour notes for this. Like this, maybe because we have no idea what we're talking about. But also because there's like a lot more of just like funky stuff happening here. You know, you've just got some really nice flavours as it was coming through. With this, that was just an unpleasant experience of what I thought was neutral oil to Listerine to
Yeah, that's fine. Thank God that's over.
You reacted to that one like I reacted to that one.
Really.
And I feel like they started the same, but the lasting flavour in your mouth after the Queen's gin was enjoyable. That's where the notes
Of
come
course, you go
from.
rum tasting.
That's the Queen's gin. No, that. No, wait. Now that.
No, almost.
Do you know how they say that?
Now that is the Queen's gin. It was really quite nice. I thought it was a lot better. That's Buckingham Palace's gin. We'll call it the Queen's gin because you know that's her holiday home in London. But I think she's done quite well.
Yeah.
Good on you, Liz.
I love the bottle. Really inviting, really fresh looking. Didn't even say that.
Yeah, I like the bottle. Looks a bit like.
It's cool how you got the flowers on the inside of the back of the other label.
Clever.
Who does that best?
Sailor Jerry's.
That's it.
They've got the pin-up girl on the inside.
Yeah.
And they're
Oh,
different
really?
pin-up girls.
No
Yeah.
way.
With loads of different designs.
That's quite cool.
That's a collectible one. Yeah, we should try and run next time.
Good idea.
Thanks.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the Queen's gin. That's Buckingham Palace.